Hello, Capricorn Sun, Aquarius Rising. My name is Tanya, and I'm doing a year ahead reading for you. This is going to cover January through December of next year. I'll be pulling 12 cards, one card for each month, and a card from the bottom of the deck in case to see if there's any other messages or information that wants to come through about the year ahead for you. Haha, I rhymed. Now, with Aquarius in your first house, people may see you as someone who is maybe a big picture thinker. You see the overall planner. You like to look at things from a higher perspective. There we go. You may also seem a little quirky, possibly even sometimes a little standoffish, or maybe even like to take the opposite side of the argument just for the sake of taking the opposite side of the argument. And for most of you, not all, but for most of you, your sun is most likely in the 12th house. That is the house of hidden things, of the things that we don't let other people see, of the things that we suppress about ourselves. So with your sun there, you may not like people to know that you enjoy helping people by acts of service. So you may do things from behind the scenes or find a way to help, but not let people know that you're the one doing the helping, if you will. It's like you're the boss, but not. So you could be the secretary that's running the office, essentially, but you don't get that recognition for that because it's kind of all hush hush. You just influence things for the best outcomes for everyone. Fascinating. Okay, let's see what the cards have for you. So this is January, we have the 10 of Wands. February, we have the 3 of Pentacles. March, we have the Knight of Wands. April, the World. May, the Queen of Cups. June, the 5 of Swords. July, the Hanged Man. August, Judgment. September, the 7 of Pentacles. October, the Ace of Pentacles. Interesting. November, the 9 of Cups. Wow. And December, the 10 of Pentacles. And then from the bottom of the deck, we have the 2 of Wands. So I'm just going to take a moment to look at these. I already have some ideas of a broader theme for the year. But let me look at these for a moment. So in some sense, there's this feeling that you're learning how to communicate out in the world, how to express yourself, and then gaining a lot of confidence in yourself by the end of this period. We have a lot of gold energy here, and that's the solar plexus chakra. That's the color of that chakra, which is about your confidence, your belief in yourself, and how you make decisions, how you communicate. And the communicate part I get from all of these here, which is a combination of blue and teal or green energy. So speaking from the heart, expressing yourself emotionally, or expressing your emotions and how you go about it. A lot of that may be evolving over this year, and just this really big build of confidence in who you are and what you want and how you express yourself as you get toward the end of this period. And then we'll see what each individual card is, but let's start here with the bottom of the deck. So this might be, okay, I'm just going to go with whatever comes up, right? I'm channeling here. This might be a year of adventure for you. Unexpected changes, shifts, trips, things like that. Dreams, like your dream trips. Just for whatever reason, travel really wants to come through for you. Capricorn Sun, Capricorn Rising had this same card, but it was a different message. I always find that interesting. For you, this seems a lot focused. The travel wants to keep popping through. Even travel by bus for whatever reason. This could even be taking the bus to work instead of a car, or walking to work. So be open to new ways of transportation, I guess, is what wants to ultimately come through, or to alternative transportation methods. So going by bus versus plane, or going on a boat, but where other people are in control of it. So you are not the one driving in these cases, and it's not under your own power. And there may be different variations of this, because a lot of times this card itself is usually about dreaming about the future, making plans for what it is you want in this new year or throughout this year. That can change over time. But this is about taking the time to dream about the possibilities, to make a list of everything you might possibly want. And then from there you could narrow it down. But this is more about dreaming about it and thinking about it and having your heads in the clouds a little bit. But also, for whatever reason for you, it's about that travel thing, and travel in conditions where you are not in control of the steering wheel or the direction that you're going necessarily. Interesting. Okay. Now here in January, we have the 10 of Wands. So this is the end of a journey. 10s are about endings, and at the same time, new beginnings, stepping into something new. So leaving one thing on your way to the next thing. This card kind of quite literally represents that. The other part of this is that you only take what you need. You don't need to keep anything that is weighing you down. You can get rid of the things that don't serve your higher good, that don't bring you joy, right? It's okay to stop holding on to things for other people. You don't need to keep holding on to that stuff. Tell them to come and get it. Tell them you're no longer holding on to it, and they have this much time to come get it, or it's gone. It is not your responsibility to take care of their stuff, or even to take on their responsibilities. You do not need to do that. You need to focus on what you need, what's right for you. Take the things you want to take with you, what that are precious to you, and move on. That's what we have here for January. Move forward with your life. In February, we have the 3 of Pentacles. Pentacles are an earth element, and they're about material things. That's what I refer to them as mostly anyway. This can be money. It's also about how you attain those things, which could be your work, your job. The 3 of Pentacles is about working with a small team of people. Almost quite literally 3, but a very small team. You each have unique skills that complement each other, that help contribute to the whole, help contribute to the success of the project, of the goal. So you guys have a common goal, complementary skills, and are working to create something beautiful, something very successful. And you're enjoying it. The camaraderie, the teamwork, everything's flowing. And it's just bound for success. So take time for this. Contribute it toward this project. Now you could again stay behind the scenes at this point, where maybe you're just in the background, maybe you're coming up with the plan or doing something, but you're not the one at the front of the project, if you will, not necessarily. But you have the big idea. Most likely, you have the big idea. And can come up with the plan. But put someone else on the face of it, if you will. Now moving here into March, we have the Knight of Wands. Some more wands for you. I don't know if I already stated this. Wands are a fire element. So they're about action, passion, bold, vivacious, active energy, okay? The Knight of Wands. So a good way I think to explain what the Knight of Wands is, they can be messengers, but in general, I think of them as someone who has been to college, has just graduated college, but they don't have any experience in their chosen field yet. So they are eager to take what they have learned and go apply it, to gain the experience and see what really does work and doesn't. So they're making mistakes along the way, but they are all in, full bore, full steam ahead, willing to try anything and figure it out with the knowledge that they have. So you could learn, because they could be messengers, you could learn something that really fires you up and gets you excited and wants you, and that you want to explore further and dig in more. This could also just be you fired up about something maybe that you learned here throughout this project. Perhaps an opportunity comes up, and one that you're really drawn to and excited about the possibilities that it could have. So this could be an alternative job offer or a different career field that you didn't think you'd ever be able to step your toes into, but an opportunity has come up. It's opening up for you. So there is this sense of excitement and anticipation and an eagerness to go out and try it. Try something new. That's March. Now in April, we have the World card. The World card is the last card in the major arcana. This is about where you've learned a lot so far. It's a transition. You are now taking everything you've learned up to this point and stepping out into the world with that knowledge to start a new journey, to try something new. So perhaps this is you literally taking this opportunity that has come up and taking your passion and what you do know out there into this new workplace or this new company or wherever it is that's new to you and exciting to you. And it's like leveling up. So this could even be a career promotion, something that is where you can leverage your past experience or education, what you've learned to this point, to step into this new role, to step up into this new role. So there's that excitement of, it's a sense of graduation too. Some of you could literally be graduating this month or starting internships or something like that. It's leveling you up, and it's a little transformative, but it's like you're putting the big boy pants on now. That kind of thing. So stepping out and stepping up. And then in May we have the Queen of Cups. And notice here now, this is where this teal and blue and green energy starts. Because now you have confidence. You pursued this, right? Orange is about our sacral energy. So this was something that's very creative, passionate, really fired you up. And I think that this is an opportunity that opens up to you through this path here. And you take the chance and you go for it. And then the Queen of Cups here, now we're stepping into our emotions. So cups are a water element. That's about our emotions and our intuition. Now that you're there, now that you're at this new level, you're having these new experiences, and there's this feeling of pride, of openness that you haven't had before, because now you're more relaxed. You're not so career focused, if you will. You're in a good place, ultimately, is what's going on here. Because you have success now. So you don't have the fears or anything attached to that. Now you're ready to open up more, or you're feeling more open. The Queen of Cups is very nurturing. She is also in control of her emotions. Her emotions don't control her. She's not reactive. She takes time to lean into how she's feeling and then responds. So she's just very sure about her feelings, confident, and she does not second guess them. She does not push them down. She does not push them aside. She spends time with them, gets to know them, lets the energy flow. And in doing that, she feels, so for some of you, this is where you're going to start feeling in your body, or how you leverage your intuition through your body and how your body feels. So some of you are going to be tapping into that here in the month of May too. But there's this sense of very emotional maturity and growth here in May. And then here in June, we have the Five of Swords. Swords are an air element, and they're about our thoughts, ideas, communication. Fives are about conflict and challenges. So in this card, he's having some conflicting thoughts or ideas and not sure what way to go. Other people may be giving him false information. So this is the month you're going to need to really leverage what you know, what you've learned about yourself here in May. Trust how your body feels. How is that responding to the information that these people are trying to feed you? What is your body telling you? How is that? Feel for the truth through how your body, the signals that your body is giving you is what wants to come through here. And again, don't let your emotions control you. Stop and think about it. Give it time. Don't make snap judgments. Don't be pushed into making decisions before you're ready to here in June. Take your time in spite of any pressure coming on. If you can do that, if you can take your time and push through this instead of just reacting quickly and impulsively, that's going to help you move forward past this type of thing. So this might be a situation that you've been in before where someone's really trying to control your behavior in some way by planting doubt and things like that. You need to trust yourself here. Push through that and push past it. Grow beyond it. So otherwise it comes back again in the future. Because these are little things to test you along the way to see if you're really ready to move beyond those triggers, to move beyond that behavior. And you are. You just need to trust yourself and how you're feeling about it when they try and put you under that pressure. And then down here in July, we have the Hanged Man, another major arcana card. So this says, take time to pause. Take a time out. Put yourself in a state of suspension. So this isn't a month that you want to make big decisions. It's a month where you want to look at all the angles, consider all the possibilities, gather all the information. Look at things from a different perspective. And that could be related very much to this. Also here, because this is a lot of green in the background, this is really focusing in on the heart energy and the heart chakra. So give yourself the space to really, again, trust your body, trust how you feel. Again, feel into it. Feel into your body. What is it signaling for you? Look at something from this perspective. If this happened, if this were the option, how does that feel to you? Okay, note that. Now, if you did it from this angle, how does that feel? And so on and so forth. But don't make the decision here in July. You just want to explore the options and come to a conclusion or a consensus for you on what feels right. And then we have Judgment here in August. Another major arcana card. This one is leveling up, evolving. So there's this big a maturity, a shift. And you may even feel it, or you may notice it right away about yourself, that you're much calmer now. And you can't be pushed or triggered into making a decision that isn't right for you. And it's this feeling of confidence in that. Because now you've had a few months here to really leverage that and lean into that kind of energy. Lean into your heart energy. And even, in a way, your throat energy. Because swords, with the communication, the blue is your throat chakra. That's about your communication. So communicating your feelings and leveraging your emotions when making decisions, when thinking about things, when considering your options. It's almost like a very quick evolution for you. Other people around you may even remark on that change in you in positive ways. The ones who are trying to trigger you, no, they're not going to be happy about it, because now they can't control you in that way. So there will be discontent there. They'll keep trying, but you trust your own method of making these decisions, of following the beat of your own drum, going for what feels right for you. And it's this very freeing sensation. Like, this is my world. How I feel about things does matter. And I control that. So you feel that maturation. I did not want to use that word for some reason. You feel that growth. And other people may be noticing it at this time. But there's a sense of pride, of confidence now that's building up. Because you can say no, and yes, the whole tried and true, no is a complete sentence. They don't need an explanation or require one. It's an optional thing, but not required and not necessary. Because you know what you want, and that's it. Now, I'm moving this over here a little early because all of these next cards have all the gold in them. This is your confidence. This is your solar plexus. This, in some ways, is where you're making decisions from your gut. Now, here in September, we have the Seven of Pentacles. Pentacles are an earth element, and they're about material things. We did discuss pentacles here. Okay. The Seven of Pentacles is about evaluating where you're at, taking a step back and saying, now, what's working and what isn't? What do I want to change? Do I need to change anything? Do I need to start over? Do I keep going the way I have been? So this is a month where you're just kind of considering matters. I mean, you've had this big shift, right? Do you want to stay where you're at? Whether that's physically, do you want to stay in the same home? Perhaps if you're living with these people who are trying to trigger you, maybe you're trying to decide if you want to move out on your own. What does that look like for you? Where would you want to live? What are the different options? It could also be related to work. If this was a workplace thing for some reason. I don't feel like it is, but for some of you it may be. What are your options there? Find a different position in the company? Apply for a promotion in the company? Leave and go to a different company? Start your own business? You have options and things to consider. So it's taking the time to evaluate where you're at. And what do you want to change, if anything? But giving time to that. Taking the time to do that. It's like performance review of yourself. Yes. That's what we have in September. And then in October, it's the Ace of Pentacles. Aces are quick. Now, pentacles tend to be kind of the slower or lower, more chill energy of all the elements. So it's a mellower vibe. This is something, some inspiration, some idea that gets planted. That you plant that seed. This is the month that you plant that seed. So this idea, or possibly a new career, maybe the idea that yes, you do want to leave and that now you're maybe going to start working on your resume. You start to plant the seeds and take the actions needed to grow something for the future. But you can't grow anything for the future until you plant those seeds, until you start doing the work. So you get inspired to make some change. This could also be around buying a house or moving into your own apartment or something on your own, or maybe moving somewhere else, maybe moving to a different state or country. But you're making those initial decisions, taking those very first steps toward that longer term goal of moving on or changing something. That's in October. In November, this is emotional freedom. This is joy. This is just pride in where you're at and how you're reacting, how you're handling life at this point. Pride in what you're accomplishing, what you're doing, just celebrating your victories, showing them off even a little bit. You know what you want, and you're confident enough now to go after it. Fully emotionally involved and proud of it and excited and just going for it here in November. Just feel that freedom flowing from them. Again, with that water energy, the emotions, but this very deep confidence of those emotions with that gold energy there. All that light coming out of the solar plexus area. Just bursting, that confidence, just bursting out of this person. Other people may see that. Other people may comment on that. You're so confident. Aren't you worried? Nope. I know what I want. I know what's right for me. I'm not worried. I'm excited. Let's go. That kind of energy next November. And then, to cap it all off, we have the 10 of Pentacles here in December of next year. This is a legacy card. This is a card about achieving a dream, building something that benefits not just you, but those who are close to you. So maybe you and a very good friend or a partner or somebody are getting your own place together, whatever that entails. Maybe you're stepping up into a leadership position. Whatever it means to you, whatever it is to you at that time, it's a card of great success, of great achievement. You've reached a goal that you maybe didn't think you would ever hit. But boom, here you are. You started this journey back in January, and you got there. You made it. You hit the goal. That's what you did. You grew, you faced your challenges, and you pushed on. And you trusted yourself, and you believe in yourself. You are the master of your world, of your life, in a beautiful, beautiful way. That's what I have for you, Capricorn Sun, Aquarius Rising. Please hit that like button, and please subscribe and help me grow my channel. Have a fabulous year. Thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you later.